How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in MTG Arena. Today, we're checking out a Grolnok, the Omnivore deck. Frogs, one of our new tribes, unfortunately have had very bad luck at opening a Frog Commander. So, we're sticking with the OG Frog Commander, or at least the OG in the Simic colors. The OG is the Gitrog monster, who is Grixis. Not Grixis, Golgari, and black is unfortunately not a color combination of the tribe in Bloomburrow, so we have to go with the one that makes color pie sense for the deck. I've been opening packs every day, and my luck has not been there. It's not quite there yet. So but I have two ooh, there we go. I have two decks that are fillery, I suppose would be a way of speaking about it. Because we're gonna do frogs again once I actually get the two commanders. And there are technically four frog commanders, but the three color ones aren't Sultai. They're Teamer, I think. One of them is one of I don't think one of them is Sultai, but one of them might be Sultai. And if it is, you get to add in the two three on Arena Gitrog versions that we have. And even then, you're still missing a Gitrog because Dahlia in the Gitrog monster is Abzan, not Sultai. So frogs of the tribe are kind of spaced out, and it's mostly the Gitrog monster's fault. Mostly. Let's hope they take the Polywog symbiote because it is, yeah, it's a card that doesn't do anything, unfortunately, which is not what I want. We go frog. And we start drawing cards. This is almost never gonna work against a black deck because they just remove our Croaky Boy, and then we lose access to all of our cards in exile. But the way he's worded and how he works, he puts croak counters on the cards in exile. So as long as you can cast him again, it's not that big of a deal. Cave can go. Don't need it. Aha, so I have 6 mana to work with. Guess I just do this, and then going like this. Our opponent cannot stop it because of the Mithril Coat, but they can try to. I would appreciate that. Okay. Oh, I punched it. Yeah. I was burnished hearting the whole time. There. I don't have anything in my hand though, opponent. That's the issue here. I just don't have anything. Don't know what Dork Pork plan was, but it was interesting. Might have been going after my Mithril Coat, but I punted that away, so there's nothing to worry about in that regard. I think we want to split. My turn. TD Archive? Time Warp, yeah. We can't. We can cast it. We won't target our opponent. Now we're just bold attacking because we don't really have a choice anymore. Look at all this stuff, though. We are going to lose out on our boy, which means we're going to pay 6, which means the next turn we only have 4 mana. I guess 5. Welcome back, Grolnok. Or Grolnok. Grolnok the Omnivore, I think is his name. He's another big legendary frog from Innistrad. I don't know what it is about Innistrad that keeps on making big legendary frogs, but it's a bit odd. There's an arm hanging out of his mouth. So he's big in the sense that he's big, not necessarily that he's big. Opponent? They have conceded to the fear of frog, I think. Elements of Nice Reach is going to come into play. We don't have any creatures in our graveyard, despite milling a bunch. Mainly because they all went to exile. I think we have a timeout. So I'm going to pause, and we'll be back if our opponent is here. Alright, we are back. We are back because we have to play Magic now, and not because our opponent is back, but we kind of had to keep the things rolling. Well, I couldn't evolve with 2 mana. I haven't milled myself out with this deck, but it's a definitive possibility, I think. And we're probably going to have to pause. So we'll be back again. Our opponent did do timeout. So we are going on to the next game. We don't know if they did or if it was Arena, because Arena has been really quite bad over the past few days. So, no judgment. Not really enough information to actually come to a conclusion. Either way, we're going to go on to our game 3. And while I had a little bit of downtime, I started thinking to myself that Bloomburrow is a weird plane. Like, it's a really, really weird plane. And part of the reason why I've come to that conclusion is that we have a lot of tribes to work with, but then there are just like random outlier creatures. And we saw that the other day with the mono white commander. That is a Avatar elk. It's just a random white elk. And maybe it's because I haven't like fully digested or read the story. But like the elk isn't the only one. There are a couple of other cases where there are just creatures that are on the plane that aren't part of one of the like major tribes and just kind of exist there for some reason. And it's a little odd. It's a little strange. I don't know what to think of it really. Because as much of the lore as I know, when you arrive on Bloomburrow, you become one of the creatures on the plane. But then there are people that become like Ralzeric became an otter. That's normal-ish, I guess. I guess I just go for my commander. My commander is one of the most powerful things it can be doing, so let Chatterfang swing away. I haven't seen the squirrel commander. I've been saving the squirrel commander uh, from the set, looking at it in depth until I figure out well basically all the other squirrels in the set have been collected on my end because I'm not confident that anything could be better than Chatterfang. Like Chatterfang is a pretty good squirrel commander. And the new squirrel tribe is in the same color combination as him, so like that is hmm. Let's see if they'll trade away their commander. No, they will not. They might sacrifice squirrels to get their commander, but I wouldn't trade away their commander either. Like he is a good boy, pretty powerful, well known in many circles. We're gonna sacrifice 4 squirrels to get rid of Grognak or Grolnok. I say his name differently every time. Ouch. Take action. No block. We'll take 6. Alrighty then. We will put the cliff top out. And I want this for next turn. Just to keep my boy safe. We were trying to keep the highest toughness one safe. We can recycle the Sun Showers. I might not want to block with him, but we could also probably just better to recycle the Cliff Lookout because he ramps, right? And ramping is very powerful. Problem with our creatures are getting outscaled quite heavily. Squirrel sacrificing. It works, I suppose. Block. Take 7. Need a rift or rebuke. Was it meant to be, I suppose? We can give our frogs ward. That's kind of useful. Creature control can't be blocked this turn, and when it deals combat damage, you may exile and return to the battlefield. That's a blink right there. Block there. Arena. Taking nearly lethal. We need our Rift or Rebuke, like this turn. And we didn't have it. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Uh-oh. Frogify? GG. Ooh. It was a rough ending, but we had 2 decent good games at the beginning, so I can't complain. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.